One of the most damaging messages that physicians have given is when people have pain in an area, they tell them to stop doing activity.
Ah, he's so right. Or don't lift any more than 10 pounds. I don't know where they got that one from. But yeah, abstain from movement. Abstain from movement. Nothing moving. Okay, you're right, brother. All right, I like him already.
As you age, you are going to have pain.
As you age, you're going to have pain. This is what I tell my clients. You have your choice. You can hurt from moving or you can hurt from wasting. You're 40, 50, 60 years old, you're going to be hurting. Your choice is why you want to hurt. Because you're active and you're doing stuff or you're wasting away in bed or in a wheelchair. Take your pick. I like him. He's 2 for 2.
You can be strong and have pain, or you can be weak and have pain. We see now resistance training decreases the risk of cancer, decreases the risk of heart disease, drastically decreases the risk of sarcopenia, of falls, of broken bones. People talk about calcium, vitamin D. Probably the single best thing you can do to improve your bone density is to resistance train.
Bang. Dr. Atia said, if you're not exercising, okay, like my wife, she loves Dr. Atia, and we listen to Atia, Uberman, Gary Brecka. And he said this, if you don't exercise and you pick up exercise 3 times a week, I believe it's for 30 minutes each day, you reduce your all-cause morbidity and mortality by 50%. He goes, if you go from nothing to 3 times a week, you cut everything down, mortality, morbidity, by 50%. I'm going, honey, that's an insane, return on your investment. You got to get on something. So now she's doing the booty program that I sent her, and she's going to be exercising.
You'll hear people say, well, I'm 40 or I'm 50 or I'm 60. It doesn't matter. You can still put on muscle.
And even if you don't want to put on muscle, because my wife Layne, do not say that, because my wife will drop the weights right then and there because she wants to be tiny so she can wear nice clothing. All right. But even if you preserve the muscle you have, if you preserve the bone you have, you know what that is? You don't get osteopenia. You don't get osteoporosis. So even if you don't want to put on muscle, which is easy to at least 1 or 2 pounds, because all you do is volumize it with water because of your workouts, and boom, done. He's right. Preserve what you have or increase a little bit.
Right across the street from where I was doing my PhD, they took basically frail elderly people who had trouble like sitting and standing up. I want to say it was a 16-week program. And resistance for them started out just squatting to a high chair. And then slowly they lowered it down. Some of them started using weights as well. They saw significant increases in their muscle mass as older people. So you can still put on muscle even getting older. In fact, Alan Aragon, he's another good nutrition person. He was posting a video of his father showing, I think his father was like over 80 years old and was doing goblet squats with like a 50-pound kettlebell. The amount of quality of life improvement you can get in people from resistance training throughout the course of their life or just getting them started regardless of age, it's a huge improvement in quality of life.
Dead spot on center. When I was doing my master's at FAU in the 90s, okay, 94, a paper came out. Avery Feigenbaum, I believe it was his paper on Maria Fiatarone's Tufts University. Maria Fiatarone, look her up. Her work on elderly. She did a study where in order to get in her study, you had to be a nanogerian. You know what that means? You have to be 90. And they blasted these people with 3 RMs. I mean, they started, of course, slow. They did, I think it was 12 weeks. They did 2 weeks of conditioning and then slowly got them into, weeks of strength training, hard strength training, heavy triples. They increased their strength by 300%. 90 years of age. My mom is 91, and I'm telling you right now, what he's saying is true. You can put on muscle, and more importantly, you can put on strength and delay that aging process, the decrepit process that'll catch you sooner or later, especially if you don't do anything. So